may have seen recent articles that are the latest in many articles that pretty much go this way. In that, there are rumors, discussions that Warner Brothers will make a Justice League 2 and that Zack Snyder will be making it, right? A continuation of the Snyder Cut. Now, this isn't exactly that kind of video because while I think, of course, there could be a Justice League 2, I do not need any article or any rumor about Warner Brothers discussing it or about the possibility of it happening, because if you just look at the business of how Hollywood works, of course they're going to make one if Justice League 1 is successful, right? I don't need to read an article or a headline about news about that because, Hollywood likes to repeat and continue things that work. I mean, that's why franchises and sequels exist in the first place, right? The first Jurassic Park that came out in the 90s, that was successful. That's why there was a Jurassic Park 2 and 3 and why there's been like a continuation, with the Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard movies. That's why cinematic universes exist, which they're not always sequels, but they're continuations in the same universe or multiverse, right? Whenever something is successful and makes a lot of money, Hollywood wants a part 2 or an extension of that story branched off maybe in a different way from that movie. That's why I think a Justice League 2, probably with Zack Snyder involved or directing, will definitely happen if Justice League 1, the Snyder Cut on HBO Max, is successful. If a lot of people watch it and on the HBO Max platform, and AT&T and Warner Brothers are looking at those viewership numbers on the HBO Max platform. Like, they're not going to look at people who are pirating and stuff. That's why you got to watch it on the platform if you really want to show, support this. And they're going to be looking at how many people subscribe to HBO Max to see it. Are they making money and getting views from this? If Justice League Part 1, broken up into 4 parts, a 4-part episodic series, gets good metrics, makes money for HBO Max, and generates a lot of social media chatter online, a Justice League 2 is only a matter of, when, not if. They're not going to have this be a huge success and then be like, oh, forget it, we're chucking it, right? I think the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League is pretty much everything hinges on it in terms of the Snyderverse continuing, right? If it fails, DC will still make movies and stuff and HBO Max shows. But I don't know if they'll make them as a continuation of the Snyderverse. But if the Snyderverse is successful, there'll be a part 2. I also think that, that might be a reason why we haven't heard too much about Henry Cavill's Superman movie news, right? They're waiting to see how Henry Cavill's Superman performs, the movie where he's in it, the Snyder Cut, how that performs, right? If it does well, they'll be like, a movie with Superman in it did really well on our streaming, platform. Get Henry in here. Let's talk to him about, that Man of Steel 2 or whatever, right? They're going to see how those Black Adam cameo or whatever cameos of Superman in whatever movie Superman appears in, even if it's a supporting character or cameo, how well are those going to do? How well do people respond to seeing Superman in those movies, right? The success of those will determine, when or if we get that next Superman movie. If they're not already planning and they just haven't announced it yet. So, Ben Affleck's Batman. Again, where are we going to see Ben Affleck's Batman next? The Snyder Cut. And apparently an Ezra Miller's Flash movie, right? Now, they're saying now, no plans. Ben Affleck's not saying it. Warner Brothers isn't saying it. But, if the movie that Ben Affleck's Batman appears in, the Snyder Cut, is hugely successful, then after that, we might start hearing news of a Ben Affleck Batman HBO Max movie or series, right? Not before. They're not going to talk about doing it now before they know how well the Snyder Cut's going to do. It wouldn't make sense. Then they'd be setting themselves up for failure, right? Like if they announced today, Ben Affleck's Batman's going to be doing his own movie, and then the Snyder Cut fails, they might have to cancel that project, right? Because when the movie that Ben Affleck appeared in, the Snyder Cut, didn't do well, so that means I guess people don't want to see Ben Affleck's Batman again, right? That would be what they would think. So that's why they're not going to announce anything with his Batman now. They're going to wait until after the Snyder Cut is successful, and then that's probably when you would hear it. Same, like I said, with Justice League 2, and maybe, Henry Cavill's Superman. I'm unclear, well, I don't think any of us are clear on what's going to happen with Henry Cavill's Superman, but I think you can see where I'm going with this. So yes, given the right conditions, there will definitely be a Justice League 2. You just have to watch the Snyder Cut and pay for HBO Max to make sure that happens. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.